Hello, Lockdown Diaries, day 19, just in the speed shop. It's Sunday lunchtime, we've had some snow, it's very cold, a bit damp, so just going to do a quick video. So yesterday was a short one, essentially because my tyre changing video went wrong. I can't get the tyre off the GS310 rim, so I'm going to just cancel that video for now and do something else. So yesterday's was a quick snippet, just doing a donut on the Guzzi V85 TT. People said I should improve my technique. But rather than improve my technique, I've changed bikes to something that might just help me. So give me a second. Okay, so this here is the bike that Matt and Reese went around the world on. It's an SH300 Honda with a homemade sidecar built on the side. Done a DIY job really before their departure. And they've got it down at the speed shop. They needed somewhere to abandon it basically because it's not able to pass its MOT at the minute. It's not roadworthy. So they said, does anybody have space? So I said yes. And a kind gentleman called Gareth brought it down on a flatbed. And so I've just got it down here, just as storage and as a talking piece really. But I mean, it's an incredible contraption. So an SH300 scooter, pretty much standard bar the sort of makeshift handguards, taller screen. And then the rig, which was built by a guy, I think his mum works in the bank or was in the bank and met somebody there who just happened to mention that their son wanted to go around the world on a sidecar but needed a rig making. And so this guy said, oh, I'm ex-sidecar rigs. And so he made this bespoke sidecar rig with racing seat, harness. And so it's pretty much as it was when they got back from their trip. It started out at Ace Cafe in London. Name of the sidecar is Kushi Nakushi. I'm not sure what that means, but this is the trip here. So the sidecar guys, that's what they've called themselves. Sorry about the rain on the roof. They started in the UK here, then came down Greece, down to Egypt, and then followed the way down through Africa, down to South Africa, then across into Chile and Argentina. I do apologise, that's the rain on the roof. Then up through Bolivia, South America, Peru, Colombia, then across the Darien Gap to Mexico, USA, just up into Canada, and then across again, coming to Vladivostok, and then middle of winter, as you can see there. They came through Russia, Siberia, on the Trans-Siberian Highway to St. Petersburg, then into, I guess, Eastern Europe, Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, then into the UK. 35,000 miles on a Honda SH100 with a homemade sidecar attachment. You should see some of their videos on YouTube. It's the difficulty of the ad and the route they chose in the conditions that they passed through were just incredibly difficult at the best of times, let alone when you've got a scooter that seemed to continuously break down, and certainly as the miles racked up on it, it just started seemingly to have issue after issue. I think with drive belts and all sorts of bits. But yeah, and the guys have got a book out, so happy to plug that. They just released that. I think it's self-published. Our Ridiculous World Trip Around the World on a Scooter and Sidecar, Matt Bishop with Reese Gilks. If you just Google the Sidecar guys, you should get to their website. They also do something called the Armchair Adventure Festival, which they started up during the, I guess, last lockdown, and it's just a home event really, where you stay at home and they get speakers on from around the world, whether it be motorcycling or human-powered transport, and they do a full weekend of talks and seminars and things like that. So it's something they launched as a result of the restrictions, and then it's grown into something else. They've got Honda on board sponsoring them, and yeah, it's really grown into a big online presence. So that's it. Scooter and sidecar. It is an incredible piece of machinery. To think that, you know, when people say, what are you going to go around the world on? What is the perfect bike to go around the world on? And you say, a scooter with a handmade twin shock sidecar. I did do an interview with the guys just after they came back, and I have got that up on YouTube, and I'll put the link up at the bottom of this video or just in the comments. So just have a look there. It's so interesting to hear it from their own point of view, and they were just two normal lads who lived in London, worked in London. One worked for Flight Centre, so they got the Flight Centre sponsorship a little bit, and they did it to raise awareness for modern day slavery. So they were going around and giving workshops and things to schools along the way. But I mean, it was a Herculean task getting this rig around the world. I mean, when people say, what would you choose to make your trip easier, or you look at options or ways of making your trip easier, these guys kind of went in the completely opposite direction and went, what can we do it on that A, makes it interesting, B, makes it exciting, and I don't know, C is going to give us a story to tell. So in a way reminiscent to people like Jacques Lucasson, who go around the world on the R1s, or Bruce Smart on the GSXRs, or Ed March on the C90. You know, so you don't have to go on. You don't have to do any trip really on the bike that people think or you think you should go on. You can pretty much do it on whatever you like. And as I think we've said in previous videos, there's pros and cons to everything. There is no perfect bike, and I'm sure these guys would say that this in some ways wasn't the perfect machine. But then it's what made their trip. It's what defined their trip, and it's probably what made them such great friends at the end of it, having gone through all that together. You know, say 35,000 miles. Spare tyre on the top. So yeah, check out that video. But this is effectively the rig, and it's as easy as, just show you the controls on it, how easy it is to ride. See if that'll just stand there a second. Just got to pull the just hold that between my legs. So it's essentially a twist and go. As easy as that. So I think they've had clutch issues on it, obviously pulling the weight, but yeah, testament to the bike really. I'm not sure how many miles it's got. I mean, let's have a look. 37,429, I think, bought pretty much brand new. And they were, you know, they were inexperienced motorcycle travellers. I think their only trip they did once passing the test was to ride Land's End to John O'Groats to sort of see what it was all about. And then the next trip they did went around the world for, I think it was 18 months they were on the road for to do that trip. So yeah, how much research, how much planning, how much prep do you do? A lot or a little? There is no right answer. So that's it. Today's video. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to get this tyre on this GS310, the poor thing. Just having a bit of issue really, just getting the tubeless tyre off without killing the rim. Don't really want to chew the rim up. Maybe what I'll do instead is use a tyre tomorrow to do a puncture repair kit video on tubeless tyres. But yeah, tyre changing, eh? It's a bit of a dark art. Alright, over and out. Cheers.